All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And I'm glad my 1800 grads that you guys are going to get a new experience. This is for the next segment of your project presentation. So for your project presentation, up until this point, we've basically researched the mess out of it. We've learned how to work in a team. We've compiled our ideas. We've written it up in an informal document with mathematics, then a formal document explaining the mathematics. That's what we called our quote-unquote journal or write-up. You guys turned that in. I gave you guys some feedback. I've met with each one of your groups. So the next segment of this, and you guys have constructed your PowerPoints, which I'm still in the middle of giving you guys feedback on, so you'll probably get that back by the end of the day. But the next segment is your digital presentation. So constructing your digital presentation is really not a hard thing to do. So whatever you guys decide to use, whether you guys go with the PowerPoint that you guys have constructed, or whether you're not, whether you guys go with the Prezi or whatever kind of digital presentation equipment you guys have decided to use for your presentation, the next segment is to make that make an actual presentation with you guys talking, kind of like how I'm talking now. So I'm going to show you guys this. This is kind of like my presentation, except I'm showing you how you're going to record stuff. Okay, so to record stuff is the best thing and easiest way to get your message across to people, because they can take a second, stop, rewind, and actually process. So for our peer review, that is what we're going to do. Each group will make one presentation for their group. So all of you would need to gather together, and you're going to do this the same way that I am doing it, and you're going to talk through your presentation. And you're going to have to contract some other group that's in class to listen to it and give you guys feedback through the peer evaluation document that is located under Blackboard under content. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I go through all of this with you. And that is to be submitted in not this following Monday, but the Monday before Thanksgiving break. So that is the 21st/22nd, depending on which workshop that you have, which today being the 11th, that is 10 days from now, which means you'll have more than enough time. And because you guys are doing this digitally, the quicker you construct your presentation, the quicker you get feedback, and the quicker you guys will send it. Now, as you guys, here's something to a couple key things. One, as you guys construct your presentations, I want them, most likely I'm going to want them posted, because you're going to have to share them with your group, but I want them posted on YouTube. Okay, so I feel like that's the easiest way to do it, because YouTube's such a reliable platform. If you post it on Blackboard, it could skip, it can pause, it can do all this other good stuff. So I'm going to go through everything with you so you see how it's done, and it's very, very cool. Okay, obviously almost all of you have Gmail accounts, so we'll have to use all of our resources to make this a very, very doable presentation. All right, so here we go. First things first is, how the heck am I recording anything? So let's say you pull up your PowerPoint. So let's say I wanted to pull up something and show you something. So let's bring up someone's project problem here. Let's bring up Layla's. Okay, just randomly. This is not her actual project presentation, but this is like the Word document that I submitted to you guys on the first day of class, if my computer decides to bring it up. Alright, so this is it. So you can imagine you full screening this, and then you click in slides running through, and then you're talking it through as you go, right? And each person in your group is talking out bits and pieces of it. You guys are going to have to pass the mic back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay? So that's kind of how this is going to roll. But the question is what software do you use to actually record it? Well, Solution. Okay? Go to your browser and go to, and you could do this in the undergraduate library, you could do this at home, or you could do this whatever, as long as you can get your entire group together. You want to Google Bandicam. Already, I've already done it before, probably 20 times. This is how I record my YouTube videos. It's actually a video game software. It allows you to record video games, but because it has such great resolution, it's an excellent thing to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to click download, right? And then you want the free download, obviously. You're not going to pay for the other one. Now, the only difference between the free and you'll click on this, where it says download Bandicam. The only difference between the free and the paid for, you could talk as long as you want. Free, you've got a cap, which is what I want you guys to do. You should be able to get through your daggone presentation in 10 minutes. And I don't want you to speed through it, but I do want you to be concise. It's like the difference between writing a journal that's 30 pages and writing one that's 2 pages. The 2-page one doesn't necessarily mean it's less than the 30-page one. The A 2-page one may just be equally as good as a 30-page one, just as concise. So that means you might need to do multiple records. It might mean that you guys didn't say something properly. You have to go back to rephrase it, or you figure out that you need an example to make the presentation go clearer. So I would encourage you to do multiple records and look it through before you submit it online. Okay? Once you've downloaded it and you go through all the stuff in the setup and you download it on your computer, then we don't need this anymore. It's going to look something like this. Okay? Now, as you can see, my voice is popping up and down. You can see that I'm talking right here, right? That's my record button. This is how you adjust your screen. And then as you construct videos, it'll pop up in your video corner, okay? Under the, not digital, but video, no, that's not it. Hit settings, right? And this will tell you how you can adjust a sound. So right now I'm using my Logitech headset. Some people will not use this. Some people just use the speaker on whatever you guys are talking on, which is fine too, okay? And I would encourage you to use some sort of microphone though, because it makes your life way easier. So if there's a mic on a computer and it's a quiet place, like most laptops come with it, I would encourage you to do it, because most laptops have to be able to like do Skype and stuff like that. So I would encourage you to use a microphone though, just because you'll get the clarity like my voice is clear right now. After you select that, you're ready to rock and roll. And I would encourage you to do a test, like I did a test earlier, just to make sure that when I talked, my audio was on. And when I normally do this, I think the audio is on sometimes, and sometimes it's not. So here's my test from earlier. Oh, it won't play back. Isn't that nice? Oh, it's because I'm on record mode, and that's about a butthole. All right, so anyhow. So your test will be able to let you know what's going on. Then after you get done, right, you want to open the folder that stuff is on, if it's going to open for me. Let me click the folder button. Okay, so here's the folder of all the things that I've made so far. These are my 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5 videos, right? So let's say you've done your presentation, you've talked it out, and now you're ready to throw it online and submit it for stuff. So you're going to go to YouTube, and everyone always says, "Oh, I don't have a Google account," right? Well, we'll make one, because everybody should. It's the most reliable thing out there. Here's what my YouTube page looks like, okay? And it has everything, and I'm already logged in, as you can see with the N here. There's this little button here. Once you log into your Gmail account to YouTube using your Gmail information, you just hit this button, which is upload. And literally you drag and you drop it right in. Okay, so let me drag and drop a video in that I have already made. I'll just demo it. Yeah, YouTube's not gonna like this because I've already done it, so it might yell at me. I'm gonna drag and drop it in. Now I notice it says uploading pending, right? Uploading pending. After it uploads and you hit this publish button, okay, we can actually wait for it. Actually, I think it's only gonna take a couple seconds. This is actually uploading pretty good today. You see this? This is what will be available to you. This will be the link right here where it says youtube.be, right? But the dot's in the middle of the BE. This is what you're going to send to the group that's going to do the peer evaluation, and what you will send to me, so I can go to YouTube and look at it. I will leave comments on YouTube. I will even fill out a peer evaluation myself and send it back to you. Okay? If your presentation is damn good, which I have seen a lot of good ones in the past, it will count as your final presentation, and I will just send it out to the rest of your class, and we're done. There's nothing for it, but there's nothing to do at the end of the semester. But if it is not, I will send you back feedback, and then I'll tell you to redo the video, and then you'll have to present in front of the class, so we'll make sure we'll nail it all down. So really, this can be the completion of your entire presentation and allow you to focus for the rest of the semester. Okay, so it's really that clear cut. Okay, and obviously I didn't tell you this, but when you want to get done recording, you obviously hit this little red recording button down at the front of the screen. Okay, so anyhow, but you're going to give me this, and you'll send me an email with that into it, because you won't be able to email your actual video file. It'll be entirely too big, especially after using it. It'll have great resolution, but it will be entirely too big to post. So this is how you're going to go about it. So for people, and by the way, YouTube is an excellent way to make a little bit of side cash if you are into making instructional videos. I got friends who who use it for many other different things, but this is one thing to add to your repertoire. It's one thing that they use in industry, except they have other things like Camtasia. So use your resources, and this is one thing that'll help diversify your portfolio. Okay, if there's any questions, send me an email, And I will obviously talk to you guys a little bit about this in class on Monday/Tuesday of this week coming up, which is the 13th and 14th. But it will be due 1 week from then, which will be the 20th and 21st, because you are going on Thanksgiving on the 22nd. And I'll be honest with you, when we come back from Thanksgiving break, I just want people to present who are going to present, and we need to start focusing on the final exam. So there's no deadlines. If you do not do this and it is not in on the 20th or 21st, depending on you're in the Monday, Wednesday workshop or the Tuesday, Thursday workshop, if you don't submit it on time, game over, you lose. You will receive a U in the course, and that will be the end of that will be all she wrote for you. If there's any questions, by all means, let me know. I will be checking my emails sporadically throughout the weekend. All right, adios, guys, and like I said, like always. If you guys need help, squeaky wheels don't get the oil. So squeaky wheels get the oil. So please make sure you ask your questions when you need to. All right, guys. Adios.